back wherever you're going. Inshallah, you guys are having a really amazing day. Oh, hopefully you can hear me now as well. I was just saying again, hoping you guys are having an amazing morning, whether you're on the way to work, whether you're on the way to school, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, in the car, on the way, in the house, everywhere, anywhere. I hope you're doing amazing. Just letting you guys know as well that this is a open radio show, so you guys can come in and call in or text or let us know what you're doing. And also, I will let you know that this is the final show for Mornings with Jannah this year. So you guys should get in and call if you haven't called already. Tell me a surah, tell me a dua, especially because tonight is a very, very special night. Or it maybe is a very, very special night, if you know what I mean. Because Laylatul Qadr may be on tonight because it is the 27th, which is also an odd night, but then it's also a very significant night as well. So I'm going to open up the studio line. I want you to tell me what is something that you are going to be praying for today, and tell me how you are excited for Eid. So the studio line is 0116 4822 086, and then the WhatsApp message is 077 488 55055. Let me know what's going on. Tell me how you're doing. I'm very excited to be here with you guys. I remember it's the last show of Ramadan this year, so I'm very, very excited to hear you guys and what you're doing. So inshallah, you guys will be calling in today. I'm very excited to be calling in today, to be here with you guys. I'll just say the studio line again. The studio line is 0116 4822 086. And then the WhatsApp number is 077 488 55055. Oh, assalamu alaikum. We've got a call. First call of the day. Wa alaikum assalam. What's your name? Zahra. Zahra. Hi, Zahra. And what would you like to say on the radio today? Wow, inshallah, everyone has a long life. It's a very nice message you said, especially on the last show of the year. Is there anything else that you'd like to say to everyone? Have you got any goals for the next 3 days? Is there anything you'll be praying for in particular today?
I'm excited for you because I'm excited to open my present.
Oh yeah, honestly, me too, Zahra, don't worry. And is there anything else you'd like to say to everyone on the radio?
Ramadan Mubarak to everybody.
Yeah, you have a lovely Eid as well, inshallah. Have a lovely Ramadan, everyone, as well, from Zahra. Thank you so much for calling in. You guys, you've been calling in quite a few times this year, so thank you very much. Jazakallah, actually. Yeah? Oh?
Yeah.
Are you still here? Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
That's amazing. Amazing, guys. Yeah, you guys call in all the time. And I also like to hear new voices as well. Everyone who called in, if you've not actually called in this year, maybe you've been listening every single time that we've been on the radio, but you've not actually ever called in. Today, you should call in because otherwise you have to wait another year, which is absolutely fine as well. But if you guys want to call in on the studio line, please call 0116 4822 086, and then the WhatsApp message is 077 488 55055. I have one Eid present that is sat on my desk that one of my relatives kind of left for me the other day. I think because they were just going around giving people things, and I have been so kind of oh my god, what's in it? I'm very, very bad with opening presents before I'm actually meant to. So, I've kind of just been observing it. And then occasionally, if I'm walking past my desk, I will shake it and see what it is. And it's making a shaking noise that's kind of sounds like it's got little small things in. But I don't know what actually it is yet. But I'm very grateful to be getting Eid presents as an adult as well. I feel like there's a point in time where you kind of you end up being the person kind of giving everyone the gifts. That hasn't happened to me yet. I mean, honestly, if if I have the time next year, I will be making gifts for everyone. Inshallah, that's my plan. I think it's time. And also it's very, very cute to kind of make little boxes and things. I don't know if I told you guys, but my mum, what she does is she gets a massive amount of kind of boxes, and then she kind of buys it over the year, and then she all fills them all with like sweets and things, and then she gives them out on Eid, and that's kind of like she you know, that's like a big thing that she does for everyone, and she's very, very excited about it. And I'm sure that she's listening right now. If she's in the car, she dropped me off today. Thank you so much, Mom. Really appreciate you. I hope she's listening. Oh, she might not, but you know, I'm very grateful for my mum, as I always say. Let me say the studio line one more time. The studio line is 0116 4822 086, and then the WhatsApp message is 077 488 55055. Remember, guys, this is the final show of the year, and then so I really want to hear you guys. You know, it will be really, really fun to be listening to you guys. Have you guys already gone into school yet? I'm not sure. It's currently 8:22. My son. Oh, I got a message. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My son likes listening to you. He loves your laugh. Aww, Jazakallah. Thank you so much. That's such a lovely message. Thank you so much. I've never actually thought about my laugh, so actually, I really, really appreciate that. I actually thought maybe sometimes it was a bit too loud, so I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I hope I'm really energizing your day the same way that you guys are for me. And I think we've got another call coming up actually as well. So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Who am I speaking to right now? Walaikum salam. What's your name? Anaya. Assalamu alaikum, Anaya. What would you like to say on the radio today? Oh, hello? Hello? Assalamu alaikum. What would you like to say to everyone on the radio? Surah Falaq, please go ahead. MashaAllah, that was so amazing. And have you got any other surahs that you're planning to learn in the next kind of part of your life? Yeah, which ones were you planning to learn? Oh, okay. Do you want to have a go at it now on the radio? Or have you not learned it yet? It's just on your to-do list. You're learning it. Okay, that's fine. Well, inshallah, you learn that, and inshallah by next year you can tell us all the amazing things that you've learned over the past year, right? And do you have any other things that you want to say? Are you excited for Eid? Yeah. How have you been preparing for Eid?
I think
Shopping. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. And have you got your any presents for anyone that you obviously you don't have to spoil it on the radio, but. Oh, very nice, lovely. Oh, I'm sure they're going to really enjoy your presents. Let's not tell them in case they're listening what their presents are. But is there anything else what that you'd like to say on the radio today? Eid Mubarak, everyone. Eid Mubarak to you as well. And inshallah, you have an amazing rest of your Ramadan, and you're doing lots of prayers for the rest of it, and you're taking up as much as you can. Yeah. Oh, hello. Sorry. Oh, I think we lost them. Oh. Okay. Well, oh no, here you are. Walaikum assalam. Thank you so much for calling in. Bye bye, Gaddafiz. I love it. Amazing, guys. Oh, getting your grandparents' gifts. That's very, very cute. What should I get? My grandma is in. She's back home abroad. This Ramadan. So I'm very, very. I'm missing her a lot. So I'm very excited that people are kind of spending time with their grandparents and stuff. I think it's very, very important. The wise, the old and the wise, they're very, very important people in our lives, and I think we should all appreciate them. I'm going to say the studio line again. It's 0116 4822 086, and then the WhatsApp message is 077 488 55055. You know, last year I remember because I was doing this show last year, and I thought, you know, it was really good. You know, we've got like a structure. We've kind of got like an amazing time that we have with the people that call in. And then essentially I was told that I should bring more guests in the morning. But I think it's very, very hard to get guests in the morning. I feel like this is a very good time to do shows because obviously everyone's listening, everyone's on the way to work or school. But then who is waking up at 7 a.m. just to come and speak to me for like half an hour? Do you know anyone that would? I think it would be very, very cool to kind of have a guest in the studio as well as me. But I'm not sure who I would bring. I think I'm going to have to do some brainstorming. I think that's going to be my goal is for next year, inshallah, if I'm doing the radio still, is to bring more guests on, not just in the phone, but in the studio as well. Because we have such an amazing studio as well, as I always say. So I would like to share the love. The phone number I would say is 0116 4822 086, and then the WhatsApp message is 077 488 55055. Tell me what you guys how you guys preparing for Eid, if you've got any cool presents that you're going to give to people, or if you maybe want to hint at people what you want for Eid. Like, let me know. I would love to hear it. What do I want for Eid? I think for me, my Ring app just went off. I'm sorry if you guys heard that. But I've been at university, like as you guys probably know, for the past 3 years. I'm in my final year. I actually had a submission today, so I'm very, very kind of like sleep deprived, which is fine. But yeah, I've not really had a chance to kind of do anything that is kind of like extracurricular for Eid. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've not been able to kind of like pick out what Eid dress I'm gonna wear, or kind of like, you know, put on some mehndi, or kind of doing things like that, the little cute things, which I'm actually, you know, it's kind of not a big deal to me as much as I think I would have thought of about a year ago, because, you know, I'm like kind of like, oh, let me prioritize, you know, in Ramadan, if I'm very, very busy, then I have to get into the nitty gritty. Like, I have to make sure I make time to do kind of recitation and du'as and everything like that, and, you know, kind of really take advantage of all the Ramadan time that I have. And I think that's been very, very eye-opening for me. I hope that, if that makes sense for you guys. Tell me about a thing that you do that helps you stay organized when you're really, really busy. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, because I feel like I learn the most from people who are younger than me, which is kind of crazy. Do you not think that? I feel like sometimes I'll be kind of like, you know, there'll be a piece of information that I know, and then a young person will kind of like say it, and I'll be like, wow, oh my gosh, you're so absolutely correct. You know, young people, you guys can educate as well. It's not just the old people. That's what I was gonna say. It's not just people who are older than you, you know. So I'll say the studio line again. The studio line, excuse me, is 0116 4822 086, and the WhatsApp message is 077 488 55055. Tell me what you guys are doing and be engaged with me. I would really, really appreciate it. What kind of time in the year is it? March? What do you guys do in March at school? That's very, very interesting. I have a question for people who are kind of on the way to school. What do you guys do at school that is to kind of talk about Ramadan and Eid? Because when I was growing up at school, I think I was one of the few kind of Muslims in my primary school. So I remember there was 1 year where they did a PowerPoint presentation on Eid, because obviously Eid was happening that week, and I was so excited. It was like the most exciting thing that ever happened to me at primary school, because I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so seen. And I think it's very, very important for us to kind of have these things at school. You guys might have a lot more Muslim people in your school, but even if you don't, tell me what happens at school during Ramadan. I'm trying to think, is like, do people do kind of like, you know how you used to do like assemblies? Do people do assemblies based on like Ramadan and Eid and things like that? I mean, let me know. The studio line, again, I will say, is 0116 4822 086, and then the WhatsApp message is 077 488 55055. Even just tell me a story, guys. I mean, that's always a classic. You know, it's very nice to hear that at the beginning of the day. And I would like to hear some prayers as well, because immediately after this, I'm going to the library to kind of finish off what I need to hand in. So some nice words of encouragement and nice recitation would be amazing to hear from you guys, because you guys are so good at the Ramadans, at the recitation, and it's really nice to kind of hear how much you guys are learning as well. So yeah, let me talk about the 27th night of Ramadan. It's very, very significant and spiritual, and it's widely believed to be Laylatul Qadr, even though it could be any of the odd nights, as we don't know for sure where it is. But Laylatul Qadr, as you guys know, it's one of the most it's better than 1,000 months if you're going to be performing prayers and worship on this night, and you get a lot of rewards for doing it. And I think it's very, very important to know that every odd night is kind of not even double, it's like 1,000 times what you would usually do on a normal day. So, and how amazing it is that we have this kind of like time where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is like, you've got one extra, but you've got this amount of time, and I'm going to increase your rewards and increase your blessings and increase your good deeds on this day, on this night. I think that's such an amazing thing that we have as Muslims, and I think we should take advantage of it as much as we can, because we are very blessed, alhamdulillah, to be part of this ummah. So that is essentially what I wanted to say. So just praying a lot, reciting and reflecting on the Quran is a thing that you can do. You give charity. How have you guys been giving charity this Ramadan? You can perform good deeds. Even if it's just as little as planting a tree. Oh, assalamu alaikum, we've got a caller. Wa alaikum assalam. What's your name? Fatima Zara. Assalamu alaikum, Fatima Zara. And what would you like to share on the radio today?
I would like to play Mustafa.
Yeah, please go ahead. Wow, mashallah. I've never heard anyone say that on the radio yet. So that was a first for me. So well done. Is there anything else that you'd like to share on the radio? Are you excited for Eid?
I'm really excited for Eid.
Yeah.
And I'm giving all my school friends an Eid present.
Oh, that's really, really lovely. Are you gonna be giving them that today? What are your plans for that? Well, you don't have to tell me what they've got them, but
Some of them I've given them yesterday, and some of them I have to do today because they weren't here.
oh, I see. Okay, well that's fine then. But that's really cool that you're doing that for your classmates. That's very, very cool. Very, very nice. I'm sure they appreciate that. And is it yeah?
And today in my school we're going on a trip.
Oh, okay.
The sad thing about it is we can't bash.
Oh, okay. What is the trip? Tell me about the trip.
It's like a science trip.
Science. Okay.
And my friend Halima's going to be coming.
Okay, amazing. That's very cool. Can you tell me your favorite thing about science?
My favorite thing about science is that you get to try out some experiments and stuff.
Oh, okay, very, very cool. My favorite science experiment at school was when we had to get the kind of fizzy drink can, and then you get to put like the Mentos in, and then it becomes a volcano. Have you guys ever done that?
No, because then our teacher doesn't like to have messes in the class.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. It is quite a messy experiment, so that's probably very smart of your teacher to not like that one. But yeah,
I have got a science experiment box at home.
okay.
Like I can try different experiments, and I've done one of them like that. It's like a colourful volcano eruption.
Wow, that is very, very cool. You should definitely do that at some point. I think that is a very cool experiment to have. And you should tell us about it next time on the radio. Is there anything else you'd like to say to us on the radio? Anything you'd like to share and like words of wisdom for the people listening?
No, if you can, I don't want to be late for my trip because I'm really excited.
Oh, you're really excited. Well, I don't want to keep you waiting any longer. You go on your trip. Thank you so much for telling us, and I hope, inshallah, you have an amazing time on your science trip. That's very, very cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Walaikum assalam. Bye bye. Cool, guys. Cool school trips. Very cool. I'm trying to think what was a school trip that I went on as a kid. If you guys want to tell me, that would be very, very cool. What other school trips you've been on? I went to a science fair one time that was in Birmingham. I think that was very, very cool. And I remember there was one guy that got lost. And then Assalamu alaikum. What's your name? Anis. Well, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you're having an amazing Ramadan. What would you like to share on the radio today? Yeah, please, tell us on the radio. MashaAllah, that was so good. Wow, I would say that is a very hard surah to learn. So well done, MashaAllah. It's very good that you know that one. Do you know the meaning of that one actually? Some of the sentences. Do you know the story behind that surah? No, so that was when the angel was telling Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to read. I think, yeah. So that when he was saying Iqra, that means read. I think that's a very interesting story about that surah. You should definitely find out about it. It's very, very cool. Is there anything else that you'd like to say on the radio today? Are you excited for Eid? Yeah. Yeah. And how you? Yeah. Oh yeah. I feel that way as well. I feel that. Don't worry. Is there anything else that you'd like to say on the radio?
I need to go to school now.
Oh, you have to go to school now. Well, I'm not going to keep you waiting. So thank you so much for calling in and telling us your surah. Walaikum assalam. Walaikum assalam. Thank you so much. Jazakallah. Oh, you guys, amazing. Is everyone going to school now? It's 8:39 for me right now. Might be a few minutes later for you guys when you're hearing this. We've got 10 minutes left. Oh, I'm so sad. I don't want to leave you guys. It's very emotional for me. The studio line. Let me tell you again. If you're just about to go to school, please just call in and tell me something. Just tell me anything. Just say Assalamu alaikum and then end the call. No, don't do that. But the studio line is actually 0116 4822 086, and then the WhatsApp message is 077 488 55055. Tell me anything that you guys have on your minds. If you want to talk about Eid, you can talk about Eid. I think this year for Eid, I will be going to London to see my family, which I'm very, very excited about. I'm excited to see all of them. I think it's been a while since everyone has kind of been in the same place for Eid, so I'm going to be very, very excited to be seeing my family. I've got some of my family who are flying in from where they live. They live in Jordan, so they'll be flying in. I'm very excited to see them, and then yeah, it's just a lovely time. I'm just very excited. I think it's like it feels like a kind of little break as well. It's for me as well, with university and everything. Like, I'm very alhamdulillah that I had my, like, I'm very grateful that I had my, like, deadline today, and it wasn't like they did it at the end of the week, and it's like I would have had to kind of crunch everything like 3 days before, because I do animation, and animation, when you are doing it, you cannot kind of just crunch. You can work as much as you can up to the beginning, which is what I did, but I still like to take advantage of every single moment I have, which I think is something that you guys should do as well. If you go to university, if you're at school, you know, I like to do all the hard work, like, all the way through, and especially if you do a lot in the beginning, it makes it a lot less stressful as you go more towards the deadline. And I think it sounds obvious, but I feel like it's not. And I feel like people, you know, someone might benefit from that, because I feel like I sometimes need to remind myself of the obvious things. You might also feel like that way as well, or you also might be like, Jannah, that's obvious. Why are you telling us that? It might not be obvious for some people, but that's my advice as well to all the young people. Let me tell you the studio line again. The studio line is 0116 4822 086, and then the WhatsApp message is 077 488 55055. Let me know if you guys have any concluding thoughts. You know, if you want to message us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anything like that as well, it's Ramadan FM. You'll probably find us on there. And you can see all the amazing other shows that we have going on. We have a lot of shows actually happening this year. It's very, very cool that that's happening. I'll say the studio line one more time, just because I really want you guys to call in, because it's the final, show. The studio line is 0116 4822 086. I thought it'd be really, I wonder if it's very, like, do people kind of save these kind of audio things on YouTube if you guys have been on the radio? Because if that's the case, I will probably start looking at the camera a bit more. But because I think I get so, like, into it, and I'm just like, if you guys are seeing me on YouTube right now, you'll probably be like, what is going on? Because I'm so engrossed in what you guys have to say. Yeah, let me talk about some National Day stuff, because I know that's another thing that I like to talk about on the radio. National Scribble Day is apparently today, so I think it basically means scribble. Which, you know, you could kind of put like you could write down what you're going to do today. You could scribble down a goal that you have, and, you know, you kind of just say that you kind of have it written down. I think writing things down, you know, is, even if it's in your notes app, I think the notes app, you know, I think everyone should use their own notes app as much as they can. Again, something that you might be like, what on earth are you talking about? But, you know, these little everyday things that you never know have a very significant impact on you if you do them correctly. But yeah, scribbling. I like scribbling. It's very cool to do. I'm sure there's lots of kids out there who like to scribble on a Friday. I don't know when you guys do it, but, like, I remember when I was a kid, we used to have, like, golden time, and then it was, like, always on a Friday, and then it would be kind of raining, which made it even nicer because everyone would just stay inside and just draw. Yeah, those were the good days. Oh gosh. What else is it today? It's also National Something on a Stick Day. So I think that also has to do with kind of like food. And so maybe if you want to, you know, get like a pizza and put it on a stick, if you guys are going to eat that for iftar, whatever you eat for iftar. I was just trying to think of what things, I was like, I don't know why, I was like, how would I put fulab on a stick? Like, how would I put rice on a stick? I think that would be quite cool. Do you ever see those kind of like fusions of different foods? And I'm kind of thinking, like, what if someone kind of did like a fulab, is it called fulab pilau, like biryani? What if someone kind of made that into like a sushi? You know what I mean? And the pastry was kind of the outside, it was like samosa pastry. Have you guys thought about that? I mean, I don't know, maybe that's something that you guys could put on a stick. It's a very interesting thing, I guess. How do you go about making a national day? I mean, do you just have to sign up? I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Like, what happened one day? They were like, hey, that's a pie on a stick. Okay, do you know what? We should make a day out of this. Because they're not like holidays or anything. So I think it's just like a fun thing. But, you know, let me know what type of day you would make. Then the studio line is 0116 4822 086, and then the WhatsApp message is 077 488 55055. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Are you guys happy to be in Leicester? There was another. I think actually tomorrow is National Something on a Stick Day. Okay, if that changes anything. No, oh dear. Guys, I'm very, very excited that I'm here on the radio. I'm sure you guys have been very, very happy to have me in your cars or in your radios at home. Do people do that now? I think I only really listen to the radio in my car. But if you guys have any other different ways that you listen, please let me know. If you have like the retro, I would love to have like the retro kind of antenna radio that I have, that we used to have. We still have them. I'm sure we do. Do you know what I think is a really cool thing? I remember because my dad, he has like a walkie-talkie that's like connected to the mosque. It's not a walkie-talkie, but I'm hoping you know what I'm talking about. It's like a little like antenna thing, and then we always hear the azan when it happens, and I think it's so cool. I think it's so nice. I don't know why we only started doing that in the last like 5 years. I know it's a thing that everyone kind of does, but like I remember my dad was like, "Yo, I have an amazing thing that I brought home," and I think, I don't know, maybe we're a bit late to the party, but that's a really cute little everyday thing as well that we do in my household. Anyway, I think I'm trying to think what other like old tech is there. You guys, there's a floppy disk, but I was like, what do I have to say about floppy disk? Not really much. I really miss this kind of big old kind of massive like Microsoft PCs. Do you remember the beige ones? Do you know what I'm talking about? Someone knows what I'm talking about. Those are kind of, I really want one of those in my room, but I want to like transform it into being a really nice high-tech PC. I think that's something that I might ask for Eid, but I don't think I'll get that. Inshallah, you never know. If my mum's listening. But yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing Ramadan, and I'm very, very excited, as I've said multiple times, to be here. We have got a tree in the studio that I don't know, is it real? No, it's not. But that's kind of really cool to have those as well. I think my goals for after this Ramadan is I'm going to be planting a lot more wildlife. I think I have an aloe vera plant that I got from the Freshers Fair at my university in first year, and I've been watering it like every day for the past like 3 years, and now it's actually got quite big, and that's like a really amazing achievement, and I feel like I want to keep doing that. So I think everyone, because I talked about at the start of the month being like, there was like National Plant a Tree Day or National Plant a Plant Day, something like that. Get into the habit of doing that. Do some greenery, get a green thumb. I like to tell people to do that because I think we don't do it enough. And I always see these like pictures of like the future, and it's kind of like all these futuristic tech things, and then you've also got kind of all the plants and everything around them. I think that's very cool. I think that could be a thing that we could have in the future, inshallah, if we all work together and do everything that we want. Let me see what else I have to talk about today. Just another reminder. Do you know anyone doing etikaf? I actually don't know anyone in my family who's doing it this year, but if you guys do, I hope they're having an amazing time, and you're kind of supporting them, and they're supporting you as much as they can. I'm very, very grateful that I've been here on the radio, and hopefully I'll see you guys next year. You never know, we might be here again, I might get some guests, we never know what's going to happen, but inshallah I'll be there, inshallah you'll be there, and we can have this conversation all over again next year. So, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and we'll see you next year. Bye bye.